my name is Jen. I've been working here at Focus for about 2.5 years, been doing hair about 16, and I'm going to tell you about how I do my hair at home, what I use, how I use it, and why I use it. I'm going to start off, I just had my hair shampooed by Mr. Wonderful Anthony, and he used the Surface Shampoo and Conditioner, which is the Trinity, which is strengthening and volumizing, due to the fact that I blonde my hair very, very much and use a lot of bleach. I need something to build it right back up. So when I start to do my hair at home, I always start with the Surface Oil, Zabasu oil. I use this because it hydrates it and it also adds a little extra shine to my hair. So I start off with about a nickel size in my palm. I'm going to rub it all the way through, and whenever I use a product in my hair, I always make sure I rub it all the way around, make sure it's evenly distributed. Sometimes if you have a little trouble accomplishing this at home, if you just kind of wave it into your hair and then take your styling tool and brush it through, it'll help make that product go evenly throughout the whole head. Then I'm going to take another styling aid. This is the Surface Taffy Whip. What this does is it actually has shiitake mushrooms in there, and it helps build up the hair. It coats the hair with a fiber. And all of the Surface line is natural and organic and gluten-free. So if you have any allergies or any problems, this is a great line for you to use.
Wednesday through Friday from 11 to 7.
I am going to part my hair where I style it.
Please leave a message.
I am one of those extremely fortunate people that I have great hair. Sorry. So my hair can pretty much take anything. I like to take my hair, part it where I have my color here because I'm funky and I like fun hair. I'm going to take my blow dryer and I'm going to start. When I start to blow dry my hair, I like the sides and the back extremely flat, and I like to have the top and this side with a little bit of volume. So you'll notice that when I direct my blow dryer, I will direct it in that manner. Is to neutralize your cowlick by blow drying it north, south, and west. So I'm going to take that cowlick and I'm going to roll it up over to one side. Remember, I've already gone that way, so now I'm going to go down. And my last one, I'll go back over to the direction where I want it to lie. I'm going to take my brush, kind of help push it along a little bit. I'm going to move over to the styling part. Brush it up, comb it in place. I'm going to move over to the Surface Push Powder, which is my absolute favorite product of all. I can use this on anybody. It works on all hair types. It's especially fabulous for anybody that has fine thinning hair. I like to open mine just a little bit halfway because it does come out kind of fast. And you use it by peppering this into the hair. This will add instant volume and it lasts throughout the whole day. I have a little spot in my head right here because I have a colic that if I don't put the push powder in, my hair lies flat. So I try to lift up my hair. You don't put it directly on the root and just pepper it in nice and soft. And kind of push and make sure that you don't see any of the white powder there. It blends in very well, but you should do it after every time you're sprinkling, therefore you know when you can manage it. See it a little bit better. And right in here is where my flat really happens. So I like to flip mine over, pepper a little bit in, and rub it really well with my fingers. Now you can tell, just by using my fingers, I already have instant volume there. So if everybody comes in here and says, wow, Jen, you have such fabulous hair, it's not me, it's the product. I'm also going to take a little bit of the shaping wax. The shaping wax doesn't have a real tight grip to it, so of course you'll finish it off with a hairspray, but it's going to allow my hair to show off that texture which with this type of cut, that's the kind of thing you want to show. I'm going to take it and rub it both down both sides. It's going to showcase my little side over here, and it's going to have the texture come along on that side. And I'm going to take the excess after I've already put it through the rest of my hair and pumped it up. Then I will take it and run it down the front. I do it that way. That way I do that with a little less product in my hand, so it's not too heavy at the front of my head. I'm going to piece it where I like, and I'm going to finish it off with the Theory firming spray firm surface as well. This is a setting spray. This will finish you off. It has a nice stiff hold and a nice scent, and again, because it's surface, it's natural and organic, so you're not going to be inhaling anything that's too bad for you while you're spraying it. Set that over to the side and clean off my hands, and I'm all set. I'm done. And this is me when I come to work. Thank you all very much, and I hope you have a great day. We'll see you at Focus.
Okay, so now we have Jen at a finished product, standing in front of her mirror. Because of a few elements, she was able to get herself done to get to work on time. Number one, shampoo correctly. Number two, the right haircut. And number three, the right products. There are some things that you might ask Jen, because being that she is such a professional and you guys are just sitting at home using a blower and brush over your head. Less brush, I think, is better, depending on how curly your hair is. Jen showed you that she just uses her hand. You have to find a happy medium of blowing out your hair quickly in your own time to find out what works better, a brush or your hand. It took Jen overall maybe 7 minutes to do that, and that's what people at home should be taking. No more than 7 to 10 minutes. If you're doing a lot to your hair, you're probably doing too much. Now, a couple quick questions that I wanted to ask Jen, that Jen wanted to explain to the people. I'm in a rush. I've got 10 minutes to go. I'm late for work. My hair's dripping wet. The phone is ringing. The kid is yelling. Where do I start? At my trouble area or my not troubled area? Do I blow out my hair to a point where it gets to my trouble area, or do I attack the trouble area first and work back to the easy area?
I would always start off with the trouble area. First thing you should do is take most of the moisture out of the hair before you do anything. Is you see me run my hands through it. But other than that, I always start with my trouble area, which you can start with up here. I finished off mine because I've done my hair like this so many times and it's kind of trained. But if you're trying to work something new into your hair and you have a trouble spot, and always start with the hardest question first. Just like a test. You always go with what's going to take you the longest.
And the fact that learning how to use your products is an important part of blowing out the hair and maintaining the color at home.
Yes.
Are you suggesting to the customers that they should talk to the hairdresser and learn? If the hairdresser didn't give that information, they should be asking.
Absolutely.
A very big expense and a very big investment buying products to maintain your hair. You should learn about it. You should be told about it. It shouldn't be bought unless you know exactly why you're using it. Am I right for saying
Here at
that?
Focus Salon, we are all very educated. You can ask anyone from our shampoo girl to our receptionist, and they will be able to tell you how to use our products. If we're not giving you that knowledge when you're here, if we get lost in our creativity and forget to tell you that, just ask. There's no problem. If you have the product at home and you haven't used it in a while and you want to bring it in and ask us about it, ask us. We have absolutely no problem helping you, walk you through it. And I always try, if somebody has a trouble at home, if they can't do it, tell me what you're using at home, tell me what you have, tell me what brushes you have. That way we can walk you through the steps so that when you're at home, you're able to maintain your hair a little bit better as well.
One last question. I'm in a rush. I'm right up against the mirror. I got my hair blowing and all that. Do you suggest that I should calm down, relax, have fun blowing out my hair, and step away from the mirror to view the whole entire thing when you're
Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's an accessory it's meant to be played with. If it's giving you a hard time and you're struggling with it, you're going to end up hating it, and then what's the fun in that?
Calm
You're
yourself
gonna love
down.
it.
So calming yourself down, the right product and the right haircut for your face, and the knowledge behind it to know how to use a brush
Absolutely.
and a blower is all you need to do a 10-minute blowout on yourself to get to work on time. We suggest that you take the time out when it's not so important to sit in front of the mirror and find out what is your fastest shortcuts to use, and use that in a time when you need it the most.
And if you ever have a problem with any of your products, we also guarantee our products here. So you can come in, bring it back, we can work with you, trade you in. Maybe we just didn't get the right thing for your hair or whatnot. So we're always here willing to help.
Focus Salon Educator.